Hi guys, Commando Crypto here, and yes, we have a Bitcoin update today, Sunday 2019, and we are still correcting. Yes, 393 days correcting this huge wave here. I would like to explain to perhaps new viewers of my channel, people that haven't been watching me for the whole 2018, what I have explained, what I have covered. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out a little bit and see where we are in Bitcoin, right? Where exactly, how is it, how has the journey been so far, right? So this is our journey. This is in logarithmic. If I turn off the logarithmic, we just can't see the movement. See, we need to turn on the logarithmic to change the scale here, just to see the difference in price in those movements here. Okay, so with that said, here we have this. But here was our first huge movement from almost zero to roughly 1,000, right? This took us 735 days. This was what 2000 December 2011, 2014. Okay, this was our first bullish momentum, first bullish run of the asset. Okay, then we have 410 days of a bearish market that started in 2013 until 2015, January. Okay, remember that if you may have remember the relationship that I mentioned in my channel, the relationship between bull runs and bear markets, right? The bull runs and the correction. Okay, we have a relationship in time. Okay, and also we have a relationship in retracement. If we pull the retracement here from the bottom to the top, we are gonna see what? That this bear market here retraced almost 70% of this huge wave here. Okay, almost 70%. We didn't get there, but it was almost. But 786 was, we stayed for a while. We touched almost touched it, the 8070, and then we started the 2015. We started in 2015 this parabolic movement that led us to the 20k 2017. Okay, that took 1066 days. Okay, and just to see here, this is 735 days divided by 420 days, and this is, oh no, sorry, not this, it's the opposite. 410 days divided by 735 days, and here we have the relationship. 55% of the time spent in this bullish momentum here was spent in the correction. Okay, now we are 1066 days and we are 393 days so far correcting. Okay, I expect some kind of relationship as well. This one was 55% of the time. This one is I wrote here 39% of the time. So let's take a look how much it has retraced, in how much time it has spent. So 393 days divided by 1066 days, we have 36%. So this information here is wrong. 36%. Okay, 36% of the time spent in this huge bullish run, we are now correcting. We are 36% of the time. So we have plenty of time to go if we consider it. If we think about this amount of time here, okay, and this amount of time that we spent in this parabolic movement to get to 20K, we are now correcting, right? And we are below the 7,860%. You see here, this is the retracement, 786. I don't know if you guys can see here, okay? I pulled from the bottom here of this, the start of the asset, to the top. This is the Fibonacci retracement tool, okay? From the bottom to the top, I pull it, and where we are now, we are from the beginning of the asset to the highest price. We are now retraced 76%. We are below it, okay? We are below it. We are actually, if you follow me, let me take this auto off, okay? If you follow me, you're gonna see that we are not yet done. Speaking about Elliott wave count, we are just we have just finished wave 3, and we are now in a wave 4, and then we are gonna finish wave 5. So we have perhaps yet to touch the 70%. Okay, here is one of the targets, and we have this target also. So this is, remember guys, we spent the whole 2018 in this decreasing. It had been decreasing the volume. Remember guys, I was talking, see this line here decreasing, the volume was decreasing until we reached a tipping point where we just had a sell-off. Okay, this was the tipping point. This was the moment where last year, right in November, where the market decided where to go. Yeah, it could have just finished the finish the correction here and just it could have had a different direction. It could have broke to the upside, but the market went to the downside. So here we had a spike in selling volume. Okay, this is our, and this is where we are so far. Okay, I am proposing that we have finished the third wave here, and we are now correcting to this fourth wave. You see how symmetrical it is, right? It's a A, B, and a C. If we are to retrace 50% for our wave 4, okay, if we get from this second wave here to the third here, okay, here we have the 50% retracement, okay, for our wave 4. So we have retraced enough in terms of the sweet spot for wave 4. We have retraced 38-20%. Here we have the sorry, let me just move those lines here. I'm sorry. Here is the 50% retracement. We have retraced enough, 38-20%. The market must just surprise us and say, okay, this was enough retracement. The C is here. Let me just show you guys what might happen. I don't believe that this is what's gonna happen, but we need to be prepared. This might be the fourth wave here. 38-20% is enough, and this wave here, guys, that just started this weekend, that just started this last week, might be just the beginning of this fifth wave here. So we might just do this 3, 4, 5, and that's it. We would have finished the fourth wave here. It's a possibility. It is. Why I don't think it's likely. I don't think it's likely because we had such a shallow wave 2 here. With just a shallow wave 2 like this, I would expect a sideways and a deeper wave 4, retracing 50%. That's why I think that we are gonna get to the 4400 levels, okay, and then we are gonna go down. I think that it's gonna be in a bear's best interest to have another leg up, but this is the market. The market just might go down from here, okay. Be prepared for this. Be prepared, guys. And okay, this was my rather long explanation of what has happened until now in Bitcoin. So this is our weekly chart. Last week we closed with here we had a spinning top. Here is this kind of a hammer. Then we had this week we are closing red. So this is gonna be an engulfing candle. So it's not a, we don't have bullish signs whatsoever in the weekly chart, okay. If you look at it, we see that we are within the 200 EMA and the 200 standard moving average, right? This is the green one here. We are between those two. I believe that we are eventually gonna break the 200 standard moving average, and then we're gonna go up. Okay, we're gonna test this 200 standard moving average once more. Okay, and we have this another bearish cross that is pretty much confirmed. Okay, this is the 21 EMA. This is the 21 EMA. This blue one crossing the 50. This is the 100 EMA. So another cross. This was one of the first bearish cross, crossing the 55 EMA, now crossing the 100 EMA, and the 21 EMA is going down. So it's this is now it's a resistance, right? The 5,000 levels, and then we would have here another resistance. Here is the 55 EMA offering a resistance where we have this line here. Okay, remember that we stayed above this triangle here, right? This triangle was this trend line here, this blue trend line here was holding the whole movement for such a long time until we break down. Okay, so this is what I see in terms of this is 1 hour chart. Okay, this is the third wave. Okay, the same one that we had here. This is the third wave here. Sorry, this is the third wave here. Then we have an A wave. Then we have a B wave here that has not finished yet, according to my perspective. We have another leg down. That's why I'm marking it here with this green line here. And then we would have a wave up to finish the fourth wave. This fourth wave here. Okay, I should change this degree here because it's just ridiculous. This degree is not yes, this is more suitable, and then change this to a higher degree, something like perhaps this. Yes. Okay, we are in this A, B, and the C. Okay, we are in this ABC. Okay, so if we look at this pitchfork, this is a normal pitchfork. We had this corner here, and we dumped, we broke to the downside until we touched the median line, guys. Again, this is a normal pitchfork, and this is textbook retracement. Okay, we almost touched the 100 retracement. What is this 100 extension? I'm sorry. This is the 100 extension from this A wave here, project through B wave. Here we have the 100. Okay. To see where we would have the C wave. Here's the sweet spot, 127, 20%. That's why I marked it here. We have an algo target here, minus 80, 20% as well. So this is the place I think that we are gonna end this B wave here. Okay, then it's a rather deep B wave for this retracement here, right? A, B, and C. So it would finish this this B a little bit deeper here, and then we would go up for this C here, getting to 50% or what or I don't know, touching, having a double top perhaps. Okay, it's impossible really to tell. This is what I see for Bitcoin. This is a clear pitchfork, guys. Clear pitchfork. This is where we have a trend line that has formed, and it's a resistance. So to the upside, and we now have this weird formation that I could label A, B, C here, right? This if we are to micro count it, A, B, and a C here. Let me just the degree minus Q just as an example. Okay, we might get to those two red dotted targets here. Okay, one of those. I think that we might get to the 50% here. This would be 3,700. Okay, and then we are gonna finish this wave here. Finish this fifth wave, C wave, B wave to go up. Okay, this is the micro 1 hour chart. Okay, so we have another leg down until we have another leg down, and then we would go up to have this C wave. Oh my goodness, let me reopen it. Sorry. Until we get to that wave 4 here, that is gonna be roughly, I marked here 47,000, but I don't believe that we're gonna get there. This is the 50%. Okay, 50% is here. Let's be conservative and mark it there, right? Oopsie, no, not this one. Okay, here's the 50%. Okay, 50% for our wave 4. Here is our C wave, if this is corrective. Okay, if we are indeed in a C wave here, if we go to this B wave and go up to try to get to higher targets and then go down again. Okay, this is the whole picture for Bitcoin. This is what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, and okay, so let's talk a little bit about, this is Litecoin. Okay, a lot about different coins, just for a change, right? This is what I have for Litecoin. We had this diagonal here ending this kind of, I haven't made a count before this point here, but when I saw this diagonal here and then this huge recover, let's see where this was the lowest point. This was 22 bucks. Then we moved to this one here, this wave 1. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we did an ABC. Okay, I was like, when Litecoin did this ABC, I told my fellow members in our Discord group, I said buy here. Okay, buy here, because this is a clear ABC. You won't have a huge risk reward ratio. Just go in and have a stop loss below this wave 1 here, below this wave 2. Then we went up. This is not a normal pitchfork. Okay, guys, this is the modified shift, but it's kind of making the median line. But why I'm marking it an X? Because it's a 1, 2, the third, the fifth it's short. If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is the X. Then we have a W. Then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have an A. Okay, we have, this is a clear A, and then we had another diagonal just like this one, but in just a fractal-like structure. You see, this is why I think that we're gonna recover pretty much like this wave here. Look at this. Look how similar they are. I would like to take a picture, guys. I don't know if you guys can see how similar those two structures are, but of course this one is a fractal-like a smaller version of this big one here. So now I think that we are gonna go up to get to this B, and then a C to finish this Y. Okay, we have retraced enough for a second wave. Okay, if we are to be a bull, if we are to be a bull, okay, but I don't know. Okay, if we are, if this thing, if we use the Fibonacci extension here, this is the W extended to X. Okay, here we is where we are gonna have our I'm sorry, I have already done that. So this is the 127.20. We have extended 100% of the W here. We are actually, this is the cluster here that we have, is the 100% extension of the W project through X, and then we are gonna, we might have another leg down, but I think that now it's gonna go up to get to this B, and then we're gonna have a C, okay, to finish this Y wave. Okay, A, B, C, and perhaps a second wave or something else. Okay, if we are to continue, if we are to continue this bullish momentum, I would label this as a second wave, and then we would have a third wave. But who knows, right? For the moment, I believe that this is what we have. Okay, if we just go deep, if we just zoom this thing, here we have a nasty retracement, right? That has retraced to the 618.65%. If you say that this is a 1, 2, 3, this is not a 4, but perhaps we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, or this is a 1, this is a 2, then you're gonna have a third wave, 4 to 5. Okay. Be cautious though. It's a simple, really simple setup, in my opinion. Okay, guys, you just put it like below it, and you target it like 100%. Here it's a risk reward ratio of 4. The stop loss would be $30, and we would enter now, or I would wait it to get again to the 618 here. I would enter at 32.50, 3200 perhaps, and then I would target it 31, but I would actually ladder. I wouldn't, because see, this is a bullish see guys, this is going down and this is going up on the average side. This is a bullish divergence. Okay, this thing must go up. Not must, I don't like to say this when we are talking about the markets, but come on, right? We have a diagonal structure. Okay, you might point out this thing here, it's not perfect though, this diagonal. I would say that perhaps this, but then I would say that this is the diagonal, this is the bear trap. Okay, and this is a really good risk reward ratio. I'm gonna enter this trade with certainty. It doesn't matter the stop loss. I would put my stop loss, I don't know, way below it, like I don't know, here. But I would ladder. If it goes down. I would enter light here, and I would start laddering until, I don't know, until it really breaks down this level here. But I don't think we're gonna get down to this point here. Okay, which would be $28. Okay, I might be wrong though. If you are conservative, put your stop loss here at the 3100. No, I'm sorry, $31.654. Okay, this is Litecoin. Okay, guys. And what about Ethereum? People have been talking about Ethereum, and again, this is Bitfinex. I don't have the chart here on. I have Ethereum here on Kraken. So Kraken is better for most of you guys that are watching, right? So here we have a clear ABC. The same thing we had kind of a diagonal here ending this. It's really nice that all the assets are showing more or less the same, right? Let me put 2 hours here. It's not a perfect fit, but something like this, okay? And this, we had this diagonal, and then we had that huge movement, huge breakout going to this from 80 bucks to 160 bucks, okay? And then we have this A, B, a flat, okay? A B going beyond the level of this one here, okay? A, B, A, B, C here for B, and then we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish this C wave here, which would be our second wave if we are to be a bull. If indeed Ethereum is going to put new highs, okay? We don't know yet. We traced almost 65% of this wave here. We traced 50%. This is where I marked it here. Okay, this is our A wave. This is our B wave, ABC. Now we are finishing this, so we have another leg down. This is where I marked my short positions, okay? If I am to short, I'm gonna short at 136, 133, okay? Because this is the fourth wave. We are indeed, we have this sideways movement because we are during the weekend we don't have a lot of action, or we have weird actions due to algos, due to bots, okay? But I think that definitely we're gonna have another leg up, and then we're gonna have the fifth wave going down, finishing the C, and perhaps the second wave, or we have this whole structure here. We would need to relabel it as a corrective structure, and then we would have another leg down, pretty much like we have for Bitcoin, okay? So this is LTC, this is Ethereum. I'm sorry, this was Litecoin, this was Ethereum. We talked about LTC, so I think that's enough for us, right, guys? It has been a long time that I don't record, not such a long time. I think perhaps a week. I can't keep up with the videos recording every day, but when I do so, I'm gonna try to cover some different coins, because now I see a lot of opportunities in different assets such as Litecoin and Ethereum. And if you want to have more information about my trades and other analyst trades, we have our Discord group, the Crypto Trader Educational Institute. Okay, you can join us, and we are always talking about entries and how to manage our positions and things like that. And if you like my channel, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And you have my Twitter, you can follow me there. It would be a pleasure. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and I see you guys next one. Cheers. Bye bye.